stories.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you save any of those? Did you keep any of those?
The early ones, no. I mean, to answer your question, yeah, definitely from childhood. I mean, I was writing, 5, 6 years old. I was writing comic books and books, and I had a character called Grim Cat who was. He was a combination of our house cat and the Grim Reaper.
That's right.
So he was going around wreaking havoc. So there was that when I was a kid, and then was always writing books in grade school, trying to write books. And then, of course, I was focusing more on making a cool cover, and then I'd actually sit down to try to write the book and fall apart after 2 pages. But by the time I was in 6th or 7th grade, I actually did write a novel.
That's excellent.
And it's still in my parents' attic somewhere. It was a horror book and had a really cool demon on the cover and
that's awesome.
Everything.
Do you have any advice for young writers out there? If you could tell them one thing, what would you give them as a piece of advice?
Oh, I guess what I would tell them is, first of all, always write what you want, and don't let anybody tell you that the kind of writing you're doing is lesser or worse, than any other kind of writing. Like if you want to write horror or monsters or aliens or whatever, don't let someone tell you that you should be writing like a domestic, drama about people, that is somehow better than what you're doing. And also other writers like, college age, high school age, things like that, don't obsess about getting published. I did. And,
that's a hard lesson learned. I mean, I think that's hard for aspiring writers to not become obsessed with it.
And
but most authors will tell you that they got rejection letter after rejection letter after rejection letter before actually becoming published. But I guess most authors just learn that the hard way, probably. I think when you're first starting out, you can't help but become obsessed with that.
Yeah.
And your ultimate goal is to become published.
Definitely. And it sounds like a stupid piece of advice maybe, and like you said, maybe it's really up for every writer to just learn that the hard way. But what I found is, I spent so much time, wasted so much energy, obsessing over that. And really, if I could have taken that energy and put it into being a better writer, working on my writing more, worrying less about publishing,
That's an excellent piece of advice.
Worrying more about, making my writing better,
improving
my writing, and writing stuff that I knew I would never even try to publish, practicing in a way. That might have helped, I think, along the line. So I'll throw that out to any aspiring writers.
Yeah, that's the hard part, I would imagine, since I'm not a writer. And I find writing difficult. It's the challenge of actually putting your seat in the chair and putting either you're on the keyboard or paper and pencil in hand, of the act of writing, of actually, you must do it. The only way you're really going to be successful or good at it is you've got to just keep, as you say, keep practicing and keep doing it over and over and over again. Definitely,
yeah. Then that is one of the really maybe the hardest thing about it is you have to do that, and you have to. It's work. It's hard work, and sometimes it can take away from your social life, and it can take away from your interpersonal relationships. It can be tough, in a lot of ways, but it's the only way to do it,
Yeah, it can be. It's obviously a solitary occupation, right? You're alone with your thoughts, and you just, as we said, you've got to sit down and just do it. So. Yeah. We want to thank Michael for coming and being on our guest today. If you are interested in reading Michael's book, In Search of Mercy, there are many copies available throughout the county library system, and we'd be very happy to request the book for you, and you come pick it up here. Are you going to be anywhere else soon talking about your book? You have any more speaking places that you will be visiting soon, where people could meet and see you in person?
Actually, no. I mean, things are pretty calm now. They were really hectic. Like the book came out in October, and from October basically up to December, I was touring a lot. I was all over the country and everything. And now things have settled somewhat. But I have the website. Anyone can contact me through that as well. Okay. It's insearchofmercy.com, and there's a little link on there to contact me. So if anyone, for some reason wants me to come speak somewhere or do that,
That's great.
There's all that. Or just send me an email and tell me this book is abhorrent. I can't believe Yeah, I can't believe this was ever published. You can do that too. Not that I get any of those emails, but yeah. So there's that outlet for people as well.
Okay, great. And of course, people can buy it in their local. I assume could go to Barnes and Noble and Borders and hopefully find your book on shelf.
Oh yeah, definitely. They can go. At least Barnes and Noble, as far as I know. Borders, I'm not 100% sure if it's there or not, but the Mystery Lovers Bookstore in Oakmont is another place too, where they, I did my Pittsburgh appearance there, and they've been very supportive. They've been great, and the website too has like a bunch of links you can use to buy it really anywhere you want.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Michael. Thank you for being our guest today.
Oh well, thank you for
enjoyed
having
it
me.
very much. We appreciate it. And we thank our viewers, and we'll see you next time. So
See you
long.
next time.
See ya.